Hi, everyone. This is Annalisa with Inside Real Estate, and I'm excited to announce we're going to have a kvCORE Market Spotlight today on Apination, Google Forms, Constant Contact, and MailChimp, and probably maybe a couple other things sprinkled in there. We'll see what our Apination guests, Tyler and Gabe, have in store for us. So, Tyler and Gabe, welcome. And all of our attendees, I am dropping the link to our document to this session into the chat. And if someone can just pop in there and let us know you can hear me, see our shared screen, I know we're 5 by 5, that would be great. So without further ado, I'm going to pass things over to Tyler, and away we go.
Thank you very much, Annalisa. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, here we go. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right. And yeah, so Annalisa invited us here to come in and talk a little bit about our kvCORE integrations, which we are incredibly excited about. kvCORE integrates with several of our applications, but first I'm going to back up and tell you a little bit about what Apination is. So Apination, we connect the world's applications, and we've completed more real estate tech platform integrations than anybody else on the market. Our leadership team is combined 40 plus years of experience, and so we just know the real estate space better than anybody else when it comes to integrating these platforms and making these platforms work for you and do exactly what you need them to do. And that's exactly what we believe. We believe that you shouldn't be a robot, that you should automate it. And when it comes down to things like duplicate data entry, spending time tapping away on the keyboard, entering in that listing information or that contact information, it's really just not what we believe agents and brokers should be spending their time doing. And integrating your apps will help you and your clients make more money and be more successful. Connecting your apps together should be simple, it should be easy, it should work, and most importantly, it should work for you. And in this world that we live in, with millions of apps on the App Store, there's an app for everything. And so when we look at the typical real estate brokerage, we see that a brokerage uses 40 plus apps with a split right down the middle between, roughly half their apps are free, half their apps are paid. And really none of these apps talk together in the way that they should. They don't cross integrate where they should be. And what that means for agents and brokers, admin, transaction coordinators, you guys are just spending hours and hours typing in that data, duplicating that entry, and really duplicating that work when really you should be out there selling those houses. And so you've got a couple of options when you're faced with this problem with all of these applications. You could go out there and, like I said, you can hire those transaction coordinators, you can hire those admin, you can keep adding that staff and spend thousands of dollars per month to keep doing these manual processes, keep entering that data, and honestly to deal with those errors, those mistakes that we all make, those human fundamental errors, and that extra overhead. Or you can do it yourself. You can go find an integration platform or write some software and hire an IT team and spend days, weeks, or even months tinkering with that setup just to get a couple of really generic syncs up and running that you then have to go ahead and repeat the effort for everything else you're looking for, or you have to maintain and fix when those things inevitably end up breaking. And you can hire that smart nephew. Everybody has that friend or that relative who's great with computers, who knows a little bit of coding, who can help you set up these things and make them talk to one another. And you can take on that project and hope that that project finishes while you're still in business. Or what we bring to the market is a different solution. And we're really excited to be doing this with kvCORE, one of our most forward-thinking and generous partners, looking to offer a solution that's just easy to use, that you click, you turn on, and it just works for you, and that you don't have to maintain, you don't have to worry about down the road, a kind of set it and forget it approach where you link up your two apps, they start talking to one another, and that's that. We take care of the rest of that for you. Now, how we go about doing that is through cloud-based integration platform that we've spent years building, powered on top of AI and machine learning. And really what that means is that our systems are going to be working for you. and they know exactly what they need to do. They've been programmed specifically for the real estate industry in order to make the most out of that data that comes through for these listings and these deals that you guys are working with. And we have hundreds of these integrations, with new integrations coming onto the platform every single week. We make sure we partner with the finest experts in the industry, just like Inside Real Estate and kvCORE. And we work with all the experts to elevate real estate tech, bring everything together, and make sure everything's communicating so that you don't have to do all that hard work and all that admin work. So with all that extra time and all that gained efficiency, we're hoping to help your brokerage save time, win more deals, and quite honestly, make more money. And how we're doing that with kvCORE is incredibly exciting. So we've got 5 apps that we're featuring with kvCORE right now. They're up on our screen, and what you're looking at is the landing page where you come to see the kvCORE apps that we have in our marketplace. We've got BombBomb, Constant Contact, Facebook, MailChimp, and Google Sheets as these 5 premier integrations that work incredibly well, that do a lot of work for you, and that make sure that your whole business process flow is just running really smoothly with kvCORE. And so I'm going to go through each one of these and just talk a little bit about what we do with them and how they work, starting with our Facebook and kvCORE integration. This one is incredibly popular, especially because we offer it for free to kvCORE users. That was something that kvCORE was really adamant about and that we're really happy about as well. But what we do is we work with those Facebook lead ads, and we pass those leads that are coming in straight from Facebook into your kvCORE account, so that you're not going into Facebook, downloading that spreadsheet, uploading it to kvCORE, checking on your duplicates, and we remove that whole song and dance. So you don't even have to know when your leads are coming in. They're automatically going to be synced to your kvCORE, and it saves you time, and most importantly, gets your leads right into the action with your marketing automations. So
hey, Tyler.
Yes.
A lot of people are surprised to hear that a lot of people are paying for one of your competitors, Zapier, what is it, 20 or 25 a month just to get this, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's free here, guys. So if you are doing that, there's no reason why you shouldn't maybe switch over here and save that cash. And I think that's a big selling proposition here with API Nation.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't stress how big of a deal that was for you guys when we were talking about it. I mean, kvCORE was really pushing that they wanted this to be free, and that's what we've got here. So if you guys are paying for that Zapier premium, trying to get the the $20 per month plan just for the Facebook, this is it. This will go ahead and do that exact same function for you. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah. And next up, we're looking at our MailChimp and kvCORE integration, which I love to talk about back to back with Facebook because they just pair up so well. When you have your leads coming in from Facebook and you also have that MailChimp sync set up, that lead can go straight from Facebook to kvCORE to MailChimp and hit on those special automated emails that you have set up in your MailChimp campaigns. You could instantly have your mailing lists created and maintained from these kvCORE contacts, and this ongoing sync will save you time so that all of your new leads coming through kvCORE are also added to your lists in MailChimp, and it's really just a huge, awesome time saver. It keeps your MailChimp pretty much up to date, so the only time you're popping into MailChimp is to make those new emails because your campaigns have been running that well. And quite honestly, you can reduce your email bounces as MailChimp has the latest contact info from kvCORE, make sure that everything's up to date and everything is looking good. Now, that same exact concept applies with Constant Contact as well. And we know Constant Contact is a little bit less popular in the real estate space than MailChimp is, but we still had such a high demand for this platform that we wanted to get you guys up on it. And any of you kvCORE users who are using Constant Contact, this is exactly the sync that you're looking for. Does the same exact concept as what we're looking at with MailChimp. It'll create and manage your mailing lists for your buyers or your sellers or your agents, however you guys want to go ahead and divvy that up. It'll eliminate that manual data entry of importing those contacts, and it'll make sure that your contact info is up to date, all in Constant Contact, and that your marketing automation is running smoothly. It's a well-oiled machine over there.
One thing about Constant Contact, if I can go back real quick.
Sure.
It's a little separate thing that Constant Contact is doing for real estate is they have a cool integration within there for Eventbrite. So like my realtor, he has like barbecues and open houses and like Christmas parties that he invites me to. So that Eventbrite integration in Constant Contact with kvCORE, you can have all those events throughout the year and easily easily invite your leads to that also. It's a piece of cake. It looks great.
Yeah, fantastic. And we hear that all the time from several of our users, is that, you know, this just helps them with those interpersonal aspects, keeping in touch, staying front of mind with their groups or their lists, whoever they're trying to communicate with. And it really does open up that channel of communication and make it so that, you know, you are the realtor or the brokerage that these people are thinking about when they need something. And so moving forward to the BombBomb and kvCORE integration that I know Annalisa asked us to touch on real quick, and that we're really excited about as well. So BombBomb being the video email marketing platform that we know so many agents know and love, and we even use internally at Apination. Huge fans of BombBomb over here. You can easily add your kvCORE leads coming through your system straight into BombBomb, so that they're getting those video emails as soon as they are up in your kvCORE system. There's no delay. There's no relying on you being, you know, diligent or quick with these leads. As soon as somebody lands in your kvCORE platform, you can make sure that they get that welcome email with your face, with your voice, with your warm smile. And really, I mean, it is incredible the results that we've seen from people with videos through BombBomb. I mean, we've seen reports of some people getting over 100% more engagement just from sending these videos in their emails than they would in a typical email. And it really is just that face, that smile, that human touch, getting that in front of your clients and making sure that you're building that relationship in the strongest way possible. It's really just fantastic. Cannot recommend that enough.
I do have a question that has popped up, and it's looping back to MailChimp and Constant Contact. So someone's saying, hey, which one is easier to use? And I know that could be a personal preference or professional preference, but how would you go about differentiating those two items?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great question. So when it comes down to ease of use, and keep in mind, you know, we don't really have a dog in the fight. This is our kind of unbiased opinion. But when it comes down to ease of use, I think that MailChimp is second to none. You know, MailChimp is really a fantastic platform that you jump into, you get started with right away. And I think the real appeal from Constant Contact is that if you are a more advanced user, if you are looking to get into the nitty gritty and to do some more interesting things, I think Constant Contact offers more of that tool set open up from the start. And so if you're looking for that ease of use, go with MailChimp. But if you want to get deep into it and really customize that automation, I'd have to go for Constant Contact.
Yeah, the only other differentiator I could see is that MailChimp allows you to do a few other things, like create display ads and send out physical postcards. And the Constant Contact, usually people point to Constant Contact. Their big strength is they have a ton of different templates. So like how I said, you can't get into the nitty gritty of, like, you know, customizing and designing things, but they have a ton of already pre-made templates that you can just you know, drag and drop onto your newsletter list or whatever, and then just send them out. So those are usually the stuff that the differentiators I've seen with realtors.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, great. And the last integration here that I wanted to go over with you guys that I'm pretty excited about for a couple of different reasons is that Google Sheet to kvCORE integration, and might be better said, it's a kvCORE to Google Sheet integration where you can easily create a list of your leads right in Google Sheet from kvCORE, and really the possibilities are just endless when you have your data in a format like Google Sheets, where you can do so much with it. I mean, we have seen some of our users get so creative and so advanced with their use of this Google Sheets integration. I mean, I'm sure you guys, your minds are already kind of wandering off to all the different ideas of what you can do. It's incredible, and it's things that are as basic as business insights reporting. You get a high level 50,000 foot view of your leads. You get to see how things are doing, where they're coming from, and what's going on with them, to all the way to you can pump that data into advanced reporting like Google Data Studio or Zoho reports, and you can get out these sophisticated charts and graphs that really tell you how your brokerage is doing, how your personal practice is doing, and where your clients are coming from. And to jump into that, I would love to give you guys a little bit of a show here. I want to show you exactly how easy it is to set this up. So I'm going to jump on over to our API Nation website right here. This is exactly that page that I was showing you guys earlier, where you can select any of these kvCORE apps and sync them. We're going to go with Google Sheets here. And I'm going to make sure that I type in my kvCORE login. Go ahead and connect that there. And this is as simple as the process is. If you want to connect your Google Sheets, you'll be clicking that Connect Google button. Mine's already connected, so I'm just going to click Next here. And there you have it. You have a couple of options here, which you'll see on many of our syncs. Some of these options are the same. The first, we can sync all our contacts the first time through, and I'm going to want to do that to grab everything we have historically. If you don't select that button, then it'll just collect things from today forward as they come into kvCORE, and we can filter. So if I'm just looking to get my buyer information, if I'm just looking to get my seller information, if I'm looking to get both, whatever it may be, I can select those here, and we can select specific sources to come through as well. I'm going to clear this one out because I want to see all of my sources, and we're going to go ahead and create a new spreadsheet that's called kvCORE People.
Wait a minute, you just blew my head up. All right, so you're saying that if we wanted to, because we actually see a number of requests around exporting leads and slicing and dicing them. So you can actually back up your entire kvCORE database into a Google Sheet if you click that Sync All Contacts.
That's right.
Am I hearing that right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good to know.
Yeah.
I hope everybody got that right there, especially if you do want to take a specific type of lead and dump it out really quickly. That could be really useful. All right, thanks.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
A lot of realtors will actually spin up a few of these things. So you can do this sync multiple times, go through this onboarding. And so you can have a sheet synced out for sellers, a sheet synced out for buyers, one for agents, and then just have those automatically updating themselves and ready to go whenever you want to peek in and use them.
Yeah, perfect. I was just going to jump in on that point as well, Gabe. Gabe and I were having this conversation earlier about all the cool things we could do with this Google Sheets integration. You can set one sync up for sellers, one sync up for buyers, one sync up for agents, vendors, and you can take each of these spreadsheets and you can pump them into even something like Facebook, create your lookalike audiences, create custom audiences using these sheets. You can slice and dice as much as you guys want. And I know some of you have probably already started thinking, you see that $5 per month price tag here at the bottom of the sync. And I'll tell you, you can set up as many of these as you want, and it's only going to charge you $5 per month flat. It is not $5 per sync that you set up. Once you've enabled kvCORE and Google Sheets, that's it. That's the price that you're looking at. So you can run this as many times as you'd like to. So I'll go ahead and continue to show you guys how this looks, but in all reality, I mean, that's it. You click Start Free Trial, your sync's up and running. You can go ahead and confirm your account through your email address, but starting now and going every 10, 15 minutes, however you want to set it up in the settings, this sync is going to run and grab all of your contacts from kvCORE, make sure that it's got all the new updates coming through, and it stores that into Google Sheets. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and show you guys a quick example of exactly how this spreadsheet comes out. So this is what we're looking at here with some of the test data that we have in our kvCORE account. Just really great to have. And what's really cool about having all this information, we even just set up this super basic, quick little reporting dashboard on the second sheet here. I mean, this is just some of the stuff that you can do when you have this data at your fingertips. You can see where these listings and these contacts are coming in from, where these lead sources are, and how those different avenues are performing for you, so that you can make those decisions in your brokerage and make sure that you're doing what's right for yourself and for your agents. All right, so I'm going to hop right back in to the rest of our presentation.
I do have a question.
Oh, please, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a lady saying, hey, can we take a peek at how BombBomb integration works? Could you walk through that real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to show off the BombBomb integration. And
just a question that just came through.
Yeah, absolutely. And it might be a little bit more helpful for me to talk through the integration, because you guys are really going to see this exact same 1, 2, 3 setup here. I mean, this is what
Mhm.
we're talking about when we're talking about an easy platform to use. You know, you're not setting up your triggers or your actions. You're not connecting different things. You're not trying to figure out how one thing should be mapped to another. I mean, we're taking you through the steps. We're having you set up the most important and crucial settings for the sinks, and then you're good to go. The sink is going to take care of itself, and it's going to run. So I'll set it up here, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean by that.
So awesome and easy.
Yeah, and I mean that's really just, it's so important for us. You know, we don't think there's any reason why technology should be complicated, and we do think that technology should be working for you guys so that you don't have to do all that hard work. You know, when you should be out there selling houses. And
everybody's like, I love it. It works great. So there's some good. I mean, I added a little emphasis to that, but you know.
Yeah, and
or Paul, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, that's how we feel about it too, and we're very proud about being able to get these sinks out to you guys, and we're really happy with how they came out. The kvCORE bomb sink is a little bit different in that you have a couple of settings on the bomb side as well. That means that for bomb, you can optionally choose a list that you'd like to pick for your leads to come through to, as well as a drip campaign. Our bomb account's pretty bare bones. We don't have any lists or drips set up. But if you go ahead and select those, then those will be the ones that you can have those contacts automatically added to those lists or those drips. And I'm going to go ahead and subscribe here. And once again, it's going to kick you on over. It's going to have these sinks set up for you, and it's on and it's running. You know, it's as simple as that.
It's awesome. And I do want to loop this into, I've had a few questions like, oh my goodness, there's a ton of interest here. And they're like, hey, how do we actually connect this to kvCORE? So when you guys are finished, I'd like to grab the screen back so I can show everyone where it lives on the dashboard and how to access all the additional information.
Fantastic. Yeah, and we'll make sure that we get our information out into everybody as well. The URL for Apination, super simple. It's my.apination.com/kvCORE. That's where you look for our kvCORE integrations, but I'm sure Annalisa will go ahead and follow up with all the information you need.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic, and that's good timing. So I was just about to jump into any main questions. Oh, quickly, just a couple of things to get out ahead of it. I know that you guys might be wondering, you know, how to get started. Like we just talked about, we're going to reach out to you guys with all the information you need. But we also love to help, and we know this is super unique for a tech company in our space. So I want to make sure that we're very clear. Our doors are always open. Our phone lines are always on. Please call in. We have a dedicated support lead. His name is Nick, and he is absolutely incredible. He'll help you set up your sinks. He'll answer any questions that you guys have about how these sinks work. And really, we're here to help. You can even go to apination.com/Nick, and you can set up a time to meet with Nick if you want. I'll go ahead and show you guys that real quick. And this is just a really easy scheduler where you can come and set up a time to get a one-on-one with our support lead anytime that you need in order to set up your integrations. So that should be helpful for a lot of you guys. And if you guys do see anything else that you want and you haven't seen it on the site, or you can think of it, but it's, you know, it's not anywhere that you can really set it up, please let us know. We love doing this stuff. We love building these things. We love expanding and improving on the things that we have. And we have a whole department dedicated to custom integrations. So if you as an agent or your brokerage, you need something special set up for you guys, we are more than happy to get you set up with that. And we use the power of our platform to make that nice, easy, affordable, and quick for everybody to get set up. So there really is an answer for anything that you're looking for.
That's
and
kind of a trifecta, really. Like all of the service you have built in is awesome.
Yeah, we're, you know, we've been working hard to get to this place, and we're really happy to be here. Does anybody have any questions I can answer?
Well, I have a lot of questions that have come in, like, hey, so feasibly, you really could sync your farm in info from the title as well as your sphere contacts into kvCORE. So absolutely. Is this recorded? Yes, Steve, I'm going to go ahead and get this formatted, and it's always available via insiderealestate.com/webinars after it's been formatted and uploaded. And let me see if there's any other questions on, let's see here. The rest of it was all things we've kind of gone over and have answered. So anything to add, fellows?
I don't think so. Gabe, is there anything you wanted to touch on?
I think we're. I saw one in here. Can we text BombBomb videos from kvCORE or only email? So what would end up happening is you would sync your kvCORE to BombBomb, and then you could just open that BombBomb app and send out that video from your phone that way. So all your kvCORE contacts will be in there. So it's just a click away.
That's incredible. Awesome.
Yeah. No, the BombBomb thing is pretty sweet, especially. And you can make combinations of these things. Like you could have Facebook connected to kvCORE connected to BombBomb, so that as soon as somebody puts their lead into kvCORE from Facebook, they get emailed the BombBomb video, and you can go about doing whatever you're doing.
Awesome. And there's been a couple of questions peppered about Mojo, and I know this is something that is currently being developed with no firm ETA, but it's being worked on for everyone who's interested. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah,
Okay.
we hear it all the time too, and we are really excited about a kvCORE Mojo integration. Right now, it is deep in development. So unfortunately, we can't speak too much to a release date or any real details as of yet. But we can confirm that it is on our roadmap and it will be coming out. And we are incredibly excited to bring it to you guys.
That's huge, and I think you probably just heard a lot of people are like, yes. So that's, I mean, really, that's pretty awesome. All right, well, I think I'll snag the screen back if you've concluded and show everyone how to access the Apination information on their dashboard. So everyone can see my shared screen with my cursor moving, guys? I hope someone?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone, when you log into your kvCORE dashboard, like right now I have the marketplace open. And if you're not familiar yet, if you're new and you're like, okay, where's that? Just pop down this left-hand side of your dashboard and click on the marketplace. And when this opens up, you can either keyword search Apination here at the top or scroll down. What the heck? Oh, good. It's a good thing my mouse is so reactive. Let me just go right back to marketplace. Oh my gosh, what, guys, what's happening? Oh, goodness gracious. So when you get into the marketplace, you'll be able to actually find the Apination information by keyword searching on the top left, or you can scroll down and click on the Apination tile. And when you click get this, it's going to open up more information for you. So it's not like an immediate, like you're opting in. So go ahead and click on it, read about the information, and you'll also see here you've got the integrations for $5 for integration after a 1-week trial. And we include the Facebook lead ads for free with Apination, which is really, really sweet. Now, to get things started here, if you want to start integrating this and looking at the different types of apps that they spoke with today or spoke to, just click Add to kvCORE here at the upper right. And that's going to open up a window where it'll ask you to sync with kvCORE. And it'll kind of show you, that was Nick there at the bottom on that chat. But you can see those 5 different apps you can connect. And then it'll actually say, are you interested in building an integration? You see, something you want to include. So you guys are open to touching base with other apps out there potentially and partnering. Is that right?
Absolutely, yes. We love adding new partners to the platform, and we love bringing custom integrations to life for agents and brokerages.
That's awesome. Yeah, so what'll happen is it'll ask you to sync, and I've already done it. But what'll happen is you'll see like a little, what's your kvCORE name, what's your password? And the kvCORE name you'll enter in is the email address that is on the upper right of your dashboard there. So really, that wraps up how to access and get started. Are there any other questions, Ryan? Did you see any come through while I was speaking? Let's see here.
Yeah, there were a handful. I saw one about asking why you would use, say, a MailChimp or Constant Contact instead of the kvCORE Advanced Email Editor. And there's some, there's some cases. First off, it's never a bad idea to just back up your data. So kvCORE is great, but it won't hurt to have all your stuff sitting in a MailChimp or Constant Contact. You can also unlock with MailChimp and Constant Contact some of the features that I see requested a lot. I believe you can track open rates and do some advanced email marketing things with those platforms that you can't currently do with kvCORE. So if you are sending big mass newsletters every week or once a month, if you really want to dig deep on the data, you might find that one of those third parties is a better option currently.
Awesome.
Another question we had, is it $5 per integration per month? I think that's right, Gabe and Tyler?
Yeah, that's right.
Except for Facebook. Facebook is free forever.
Yeah. So Susan, so to read, Susan's saying, if she pays the $5 for Google spreadsheets and docs, but then she gets the Facebook integration free, it will be just $5 total for the 2 apps.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's incredible.
Cool. And then just a few other questions in here. Diane's asking, I have a ton of business cards. Is there any way to put them in the system without typing everything? It's probably going to be easier to type. You might be able to scan those in using a third-party app, but none are coming to mind right now. And then zap them in, dare I say, into kvCORE. But you might be stuck entering those, Diane. Any integration with First.io planned, guys?
We do have an integration plan with First.io. We've been talking with that team quite a bit, and we're going to see what timeline works for them. So as well, we can't speak to the release date quite yet.
So it's in the planning stages. We're kind of feeling stuff out and roughing that out.
Yep. Angela asks, is there any cost to have an Apination account? And there isn't, right? You only pay for the integrations that you use, which is a nice departure from what some of your competitors do, where you're stuck with this monthly fee.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You sign up for free. Your account's absolutely free, and you guys can cancel at any time, and the billing will stop as soon as you cancel.
It's like no obligation. It's basically as you're using it, which is really awesome.
That's right.
Yeah, there's also that 7-day trial period. So you can try any of these, 4 integrations that you would eventually hopefully use, and see how it works for you, see how the automation, really saves you time, and then keep it or, try something else. But yeah, definitely give it a 7 days and see how it improves your life.
Oh, that's incredible. And what about incorporating RedX?
That's interesting. That's I would love to hear more about that. And please, anyone who's got that question, reach out to our custom integrations team.
Cool. So Cheryl, when you jump into the Apination, I think it's on the bottom of the page you're going to open up when you click on the Add to kvCORE. There is that section where you can contact their product or send in your idea or what you're seeking, and they sounds like they're really open to speaking with you about it. So awesome. Thanks, guys.
Lots of questions, so this is great. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. Just a quick comment from Walt. Walt, thank you. CamCard to scan business cards.
Oh, yeah.
Asked about that. Can this handle a large database like 5,000? What is going to happen if you sync, with the Google in particular, and it says sync existing? That's going to take a little while, right?
Yeah. So for our syncs to go through, sometimes they with many contacts, they're going to have to batch. But typically, give our syncs a day, maybe 2 days for very large contact sets, and you'll be good to go.
What about 5,000? Yeah, any idea how long that would take? I'm curious.
Yeah, 5,000 should be a matter of an hour or less.
Cool. There you go. Great questions, guys. If we have a team account, will that work? 1 fee or per agent on the team? Susan, I think I'm going to assume that it's going to be per each integration per agent. Is that right, guys? Or can the broker sync all the leads in their account?
Yeah, so we have a pretty easy rule of thumb with many of our syncs, and that is if you log in with your kvCORE account, for example, and you have access to all these leads, then those are the leads that we are going to be syncing for you when you connect with that same account through Apination. So if you are an admin and you do have access to all those leads, they will come through your Apination sync. And what we're looking into now with the help of kvCORE is offering some really cool special services specifically to admin accounts. So keep an eye out for those.
Yeah, the next question that comes to mind for me there is, can you filter by the person the lead is assigned to and send into the, into different accounts? And is that what you're alluding to, or?
Yeah, exactly. Features like that are really what make the admin syncs very powerful. And if you are looking to do something like that today, please feel free to connect, a couple of different Apination accounts, or create a couple of different syncs with your different kvCORE accounts. That's something that you can do as well.
Great. And that looks like most of the questions, Annalisa. There were a lot. So if I missed you, I apologize.
Yeah. Fantastic. Let's see. I do think we got them all. I'm just going to scan up real quick. If I missed you, I will loop back and kind of review these to see if we missed something. But I think we got them all.
Can I bring up another potential use here? And I know this comes up a lot. If you're co-marketing with a lender or you're using a third-party ISA, and you don't really want that person logging into your account, or they don't have an account, this could be a great way to just give them a quick Google sheet to work off of.
That's a great point.
Yep.
And someone's saying, hey, so we can really connect our Google contacts via the API. So basically, when you sync using the sheet, that's what it's doing, correct?
So I do want to be clear, it does not connect to your Google Contacts account.
Okay.
But a Google Contacts sync with kvCORE is on our roadmap.
We actually do that natively already.
Right.
Yeah. So there's some docs on that. But more what we're talking about here is taking a new lead that comes in, or all your existing leads, and putting that onto a sheet, right, guys?
That's right.
Cool. Awesome. Well, once again, everyone, to access this information, just come down this left-hand side, click into Marketplace, look for the Apination tile, click on Get This to learn more, and we'll be formatting this video, and all of it's going to be uploaded within our discussion group for Inside Real Estate Success. And we also upload all of these to insiderealestate.com/webinars. So anytime you want to find something that we've covered in the past, or you want to review things, get some fresh information, just jump to insiderealestate.com/webinars, and you'll find the registration link if you want to share it with someone who you think might benefit, as well as all of our replays. Anything left to add, Brian?
Yeah, there's some more good questions, and a few of them are really good. So
cool.
Lisa's asking, the $5 per agent per integration, it depends on what you're trying to do. Do you need the leads to go into separate agent accounts, like a separate MailChimp for a separate agent? And I think, Lisa, maybe the best place to do that is with Apination support. Just describe exactly what you're trying to do. Right, guys? And you guys could probably give the accurate pricing on that scenario.
Yep. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
And then what info could be synced from leads? And that I was actually wondering that a minute ago too. Do you guys have a standard across the board set of fields that you can export from kvCORE, or is it different for each app?
So we do have a standard set of fields, and you'll be able to see those when you set up the sync and sync it over. That being said, now that we have this integration with kvCORE, we are waiting for feedback, and anybody who writes us in or shoots us an email with field requests, those are the kinds of things that we love to just turn over as quickly as we can and get those out to you guys. So,
hey guys, if you could, just because I might forget, just shoot me, if you want to shoot me a list of the fields, if you have them handy, we could add that to the Marketplace tile.
Sure.
It might help inspire people and give them ideas for how to use it, because sometimes until you see what's, you know what I mean, what's possible, you don't even have an idea.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's a great question. So Annalise, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of recap. kvCORE is awesome. You can integrate it and bend it and twist it and do all kinds of stuff in all different ways. And we are really excited with our ongoing partnership with Apination, because what they're allowing us to do is fully integrate in a very point and click way with some of the most popular third-party apps in the real estate industry. So, the BombBomb, for example, that's a big request we have often. BombBomb's a powerful tool you could use. And if you're thinking in the back of your head, I'd love to be able to send a video email out to somebody right away when they become a kvCORE lead. It is really point and click simple to do. with the way that this integration has been built. So, and I will kind of give you guys props. I've seen some of what your support team does as requests come in, and they really are excellent guys. If you do need help setting any of this up, you're going to have a nice, helpful hand with API Nation. So,
thank you, Ryan. I appreciate the kind words.
Yep. The questions are flying in. If we are running a team, how do we protect our data from your agents? That's an interesting question. Troy, you can shoot that over. Shoot that over to our support team or to me, rhartman@insiderealestate.com. I want to make sure I understand that right. Have you guys had that question come up? There might be cases where team leaders don't want their agents exporting the leads.
Yes, we have seen that come up in the past, and that is something, again, please reach out to our support team. We're happy to help you with a custom setup that will solve that problem for you.
Great. Linda's saying she set up Facebook and it's taking a long time to sync. How frequently do you guys sync up? Like 5 minutes?
So for Facebook in particular, we run that sync off of the lead advertisements, and they are instant. As soon as you get a new lead on one of those advertisements, it'll come straight into kvCORE right when it happens.
Okay. So Linda may be having a different issue. Maybe it's taking a while to sync up her pages or something, but definitely Linda, hit up their support there. Webinars are at insiderealestate.com/webinars. And does the I/F limit exports? I'm not sure what I/F means. It's probably just me being dense. Troy. But yeah, thank you guys. This is always a pleasure, and I'll invite you guys, anybody who has questions about API Nation, you can always use their support. You can chime in our Facebook group. And Troy and Gabe, I've told you guys, if you see interesting ways that people are using API Nation, feel free to post those to our Facebook group as well. Sometimes, like I said, it's just a matter of being inspired and seeing all the different ways you can integrate kvCORE. And I know you guys offer a lot of options, so feel free to share them.
I have a definition on IF, interface.
Okay. Interface, okay.
Does it limit
exports?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. No. Yeah, we haven't hit a limit on any amount of records yet. So.
Yeah, if that's the question, if it's number of contacts, there is no limit on the API Nation platform.
Cool. Can I use more than one Facebook biz page? I believe you can, right? Or do they have to for the lead ad sync?
Yeah, you can set up as many syncs as you want, and they're all still going to be free, and you can set up each sync for your different forms.
Awesome.
Wow.
And when doing Facebook is asking for credit card info, it shouldn't, right?
It shouldn't. If that is the case, then please send over a message to our support team, and we'll get that cleared up for you right away.
If you sponsor a zip code next door, can you integrate the questions into kvCORE? I don't think with API Nation currently. Are you guys looking at, you might be able to do that through our Dropbox feature, Paul, through your email import, or hack that up some way.
Could it be downloaded and then just shot in with a sheet?
Yeah, that's a question. Are you guys looking at, it's only out from kvCORE, right? You're not looking at pushing leads in API Nation? Is that functionality? Sorry, I might have lost. Okay, moving on. Guys, if you have any more questions, we love all these questions. Again, it's API Nation support, or you can just reach out in the group or reach out to our support team and we'll get it cleared up for you. Awesome participation today, huh, Annalisa?
Fantastic. I really appreciate everyone being here, and I knew this was going to be a pretty exciting webinar. So thank you everyone for being here. This will be formatted, added to the Facebook group for success strategies and up on our YouTube channel. And I just appreciate all of you being here. Thanks so much, Tyler and Gabe.
Yeah,
thanks for having us.
And Ryan, thank you so much. We really appreciate you bringing us on here.
Great.
Well,
Talk soon.
We'll get more of these going. Thanks so much for being here.
Fantastic.